Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about Blockchain Ireland and how is that project developing? Where is it going? What is it doing right now? And where can people maybe find some more information about that?
Yeah, so Blockchain Ireland is a signatory of the 2018 European Blockchain Partnership. So it's the industry network in Ireland, so, supporting, well, for blockchain interested parties. So there is a hybrid of, I would say, research, public administration, business people like myself, a lot of willing postgrads kind of interested in exploring the space, connecting with people and companies, and testing out their ideas. It's so I'm the chair of the startups group, and what we decided to do at the beginning, that's a brand new group that started in February this year, and we decided to showcase what is really great about what's happening in the Irish blockchain startup scene,
Hmm.
and present that alongside international players, international entrepreneurs. And then if there was a way that there might have been, let's say, an Irish researcher or a foreign researcher, an overseas researcher who was bringing kind of cutting edge research in the general topic area
Hmm.
together so that we could have a panel discussion. So they're they're open meetings, they're scheduled around various different topics which are decided from within our group. So the startups
Hmm.
group, one of our first ones was trust on the internet, and we had Barry O'Connor from MyTiki. We had Sebastian van der Lands from Wordproof in the Netherlands. They won a big European Blockchain for Good award, it was €1 million, I think. And
Amazing.
so essentially what they were doing was creating a timestamp for original content published on
Hmm.
the internet.
Oh, cool.
And so what they won it, their prize for was a specific project that they'd undertaken around trusted information around public health
Hmm.
last summer. And so it's all about original information published by web publishers, so big websites, or it could be commercial or industry websites, and then how they are sharing that information. And they have since gone into a partnership with Yoast, which is an SEO company, and they have facilitated this deal so that anybody using timestamping, blockchain-based timestamping on their internet, on their website, will receive a higher ranking in
Hmm.
SEO.
Awesome.
So timestamping is becoming this valuable, trusted element
Hmm.
of information, and showing that your information is not just like dated, like how long it hasn't changed, but that it's been updated or it's been validated or that kind of thing. So time
Yeah.
stamped. It was really, really interesting, and was keenly interested, obviously, from my point of view of internet website performance and that kind of
Hmm.
thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, so, and then we had a researcher speaking as well, looking at anonymity and trust on the internet and what that means for communities and entrepreneurship and that kind of, and how it can be a push or a pull. Anonymity can be a push or a pull in creating, forming, accelerating trust relationships on the internet.
Hmm. Amazing.
So that was the first one that we did, and then another one was like crowdsourcing, uh, crowdfunding. So that we're looking at cryptocurrency or looking at crypto assets as and crypto communities as crowdsourcing avenues for new businesses, and how to find new pathways to the marketplace. So there's a group of guys who were uh, growing cannabis. So CBD, they were creating certified CBD oil in County Louth somewhere. So they created a whole farming process, including the certification module, and they took that and packaged it up, did their white paper and all the rest of it, and crowdfunded on using crypto networks, I would say.
Okay.
And now they have created this model where the whole farming model, they sell the seed, the farmers adopt their practices, they agree to this drone-based oversight, you know, whirligig drones, and the company will purchase all of their product to create their certified CBD oil. So that closed chain has been sold and successfully fundraised with Gecko Governance, I think it was. So that idea of crowdfunding existing business models. So theirs was an existing business model without the intervention of those kind of networks. It's a kind of crypto partnership, I would say. The guys from Laos could never have gone to Asia, which is where this is now. So they have accelerated into a new marketplace, and they were thinking of licensing their model, and instead they went this other way. So that accelerated their market reach and facilitated their scaling up. It's really early stages for that company or that business. So I can't say how successful it's been, and I don't even know how involved the guys from Louth are anymore. But you can see, earlier we were talking about entrepreneurs now looking at what they're currently selling. Would they have gone a franchise way? Could they this idea of scaling up, right? So can you franchise it? Can you license it? Can you be eaten up by something bigger? What are your opportunities? How can you exit your value here? So if we're talking about something like that, looking at the internet and decentralization and cryptocurrency and its global crypto network, what are the opportunities for you there? With expanding your business model and bringing it to new markets. And of course, it's inherently risky. And of course, expanding in that way is quite probably outside the core competency of the original group. Like, they're not international farmers. But this is what's happening in the blockchain and DLT, where these partnerships are forming and new opportunities arise, and timeliness is a key factor. Risk appetite, timeliness, and really it's the sharp end of value, and how do we define value? For how long is it valuable? The crypto marketplace, or it's so volatile that entering the market at a certain time is inherently risky. Not entering is probably more risky. If this is the way you're going, not executing is a greater risk. So it's a very learning about those things. So that's not the way that we went. So for me, as the chair in the startups group, to be able to partner with to host insight into some of these topic areas has been really, really valuable. Soares Digital Assets down in Cork, Brian Elders is the CEO there. He's a partner in Black Manta, which is based out of Hong Kong. He's a very knowledgeable person. There's a bunch of other people. Pierce Ryan, who is a legal expert, and he's the chair of the legal group in Blockchain Ireland. He has a lot of experience as well at that interface between pre-regulated into the regulated digital space, digital currency space. There's an awful lot of local expertise and international expertise, and the way we took it in the startups group was to bring, this is what we're doing. We want to know more. We have a thirst to know more. We want to see what's happening elsewhere. So we took it as an opportunity to showcase what's happening in Ireland alongside sometimes international partners, or what's happening internationally, and then grounding it with emerging research, because never forgetting that this technology is an emerging technology. The standards are only emerging. Interoperability standards, the premise and the expectation of cooperation are things that are emerging, particularly around governance and legal interoperability.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.